I could tell you about the South Pacific, the way it actually was, the endless oceans, the infinite specks of coral we called islands, coconut palms nodding gracefully towards the ocean, reefs upon which waves broke into spray and inner lagoons lovely beyond description. I wish I could tell you about the sweating jungles, the full moon rising above the volcanoes, and the waiting, the timeless, repetitive waiting. That's an excerpt from James Michener's book, Tales of the South Pacific. This is the song Valley High from the musical South Pacific, which is adapted from James Michener's work by Rogers and Hammerstein. Today, I will be talking to you about a treaty that many people don't know about in the mainland of the United States that exists between many nations of the South Pacific and the United States. That treaty is also known as COFA. First, I will cover a basic understanding of COFA. Secondly, I'll explain the work of the Salvation Army in COFA nations and among COFA migrants in Hawaii. And lastly, I'll share with you an ancient Chuukese courtship ritual known as the love stick. The nations that are a part of COFA are the Republic of the Marshall Islands, the Federated States of Micronesia, the Republic of Palau, and the Marianas Islands. The following is a picture of the atomic bomb. The treaty exists because of nuclear testing on Bikini Atoll and the health issues that ensued afterwards. What COFA means to many migrants is education. It means a chance for a new start. It means being able to receive federal assistance from the United States when they come over. It's escape from poverty and allows their culture to thrive. The following is an excerpt from the Constitution of the Marshall Islands. This society has survived and withstood the test of time, the impact of other cultures, the devastation of war, the high price to pay for the purpose of international peace and security. All we have and are today as a people, we have received as a sacred heritage, which we pledge ourselves to maintain, valuing nothing more sacred than our islands. Now that you have a basic understanding of what it means to be a COFA nation, I'm going to explain to you the work of the Salvation Army in some COFA nations, but then also migrants in Hawaii. The Salvation Army is invaluable in providing spiritual, physical, and emotional assistance from those migrating from the South Pacific under COFA. Many corps provide acclimation programs that allow to teach how to get a social security card, how to drive, how to acclimate to a new life in the United States. The Salvation Army is pivotal in many COFA nations. For example, this is a picture of a youth councils at Rita Atoll in Marshall Islands. There are 10 corps in the Republic of the Marshall Islands. There are 3 in FSM, including the nation of Chuuk. There are 2, 1 in Guam and 1 in Saipan. Now that you have an understanding of how the Salvation Army works among COFA migrants and COFA nations, I want to explain to you. We actually have 6 cadets that are here that are from COFA nations. And now I want to explain to you, one of our cadets comes from the island of Chuuk. And in the island of Chuuk, they have a courtship ritual known as the love stick. This is a unique ritual. Many of you don't know this, but many of the COFA nations didn't have a written language until World War II. So as tradition has it, young men, when they were interested in a girl, would carve a stick, and they would go up to her hut in the middle of the night and stick it into the hut, hopefully not hitting her father. And if she felt the pattern and liked what she felt, she would come out and go on a date. But if she didn't like the pattern, she would not come out. This is actually a Chuukese love stick that I bought when I was in Chuuk for my newly betrothed Craig. I had no idea that I was buying him something so Freudian. It's a very National Geographic practice. However, it's a beautiful thing, and I wanted to have small ones as our wedding favors, and Craig thought that was just a little bit too much. So today we explored the basics of the Compact of Free Association, the work of the Salvation Army in compact countries, and then also explored the little-known tradition of the Chuukese love stick. Looks like a sword, but really it's so much more. In the words of James Michener in the South Pacific, I hope you all learned a little, There was an island, Valley High, was an island of the sea, a jewel vast in the ocean. It was small, like a jewel, it could be perceived in one loving glance. It was neat. It had majestic cliffs facing the open sea. It had jagged hill to give it character. From 2 miles distance, no seafarer could have guessed that Valley High existed. Like most lovely things, one had to seek it out, even to know that one was seeking before it